Alright guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different from the normal video. As you can see, it's not an Alabama football video. It is, I did a little analysis of the quarterback specifically for Washington State and USC. And this is back when they were more of a big deal in the season, as now both teams are having a little bit more struggles. But I still wanted to bring this out to you because last year when I first saw Luke Falk, I really liked what I saw. Very accurate guy, mechanically sound pretty much, and run the ball on time, even though he doesn't have that strong of an arm. And that really impresses me. Kind of reminds me of Chad Pennington. I don't know if a lot of you remember him. He played in the NFL. I think his last year was with the Dolphins. He didn't have a ton of arm strength. Maybe even with the Jets, or did he come from the Jets to the Dolphins? Either way, one of the two. But he still threw the ball with anticipation and had fairly a good amount of success in the NFL. And then, of course, Sam Darnold, who a lot of people want to say a first rounder. He had his struggles this year, but he definitely has the talent. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of both of them, and it's great that they're in the same game. So let's get to it. All right. Before this game, though, Luke Falk was already third place in Pac-12 history for touchdowns. That's a lot of storied history. I mean, that's a lot of guys you're throwing the ball against. All those USC QBs and former UCLA QBs, and there's a lot there. Stanford QBs. I mean, guys like Sanchez and Troy Aikman, and who's the guy who played for Oregon a long time ago, went to the NFL. Let's say Keely Smith, like a whole bunch of guys that you're just throwing the ball against. Marcus Mariota. And so it's a lot, but he's already third. He was already third in Pac-12 history for touchdown. He may have even dropped the first by now. Who knows? But I just thought that was an impressive start. So first of all, what I did in this video is I analyzed the QB play by drive. Washington State started first, and I just went by drive and only focused on QBs, except maybe a play where the receivers may have impressed me. But anyway, let's jump into it. So first of all, Washington State starts with the ball. Luke Falk's out here first. They start 4 wide. They run a spread offense. It's Mike Leach. You know, he's about to throw the ball all over the field, trying to get one-on-one matchups. Now, one thing I noticed about their offensive line is that they all had their hands up on the knees. They stayed in a 2-point stance the entire game. I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually, where offensive line stays 2-point stance, or at least where it was so blatant. It seemed like they weren't trying to hide it at all. They're like, no, we're in a 2-point stance. And I think maybe that's like a trademark of Mike Leach's spread offense. I don't know if I've seen too many other teams do that, at least that consistently and that blatantly. Luke Falk fits the ball into a hitch route between the zone of Cam Smith and number 27 right here on this first play. Good anticipation, good throw, not afraid to go in between the zones. 14 minutes, 28-second mark. Quick wide receiver screen. They do that a lot for the first down here. He threw the ball on time, and it was accurate. It's what you want to expect out of a screen pass. 13 minutes, 43 seconds. Luke Falk goes through his progressions here really quickly. So he looks. He has to, though, but his arm strength is a little bit weaker. He definitely has to. And he hits number 25 for the first down, which is his running back. He knows how to check down, so that's a good thing. 13 minutes, 15 seconds. He changes the play, and this time hits another quick hitch. 12 minutes, 33 seconds. He's really, and I put really twice, really patient in the pocket. Now, he stays in there for a while in this play. That's one of his faults. A lot of people say he holds on the ball way too long. Sometimes it's healthy. But here he steps up, and this is one of those instances where it hurt him. He takes a sack. The guy he had was coming open on a deep dig route late in the play, but he couldn't hit him. And I think one of the reasons why he holds on to the ball so much is because he's second guessing his arm strength, I think, and he's trying to make sure he can make the throw. I think sometimes he does that. Not all the time. I think sometimes he's really just waiting on the play to develop downfield. Sometimes he just won't run, even if he has space. So that could be something they can coach him up on. 11 minutes, 53 seconds. Luke Falk has time. He starts to move to the right a little bit and throws on a run. It's like perfectly accurate here. Throw to the back right of the end zone. The ball hit the wide receivers in his hands, inbounds. The receiver didn't have to jump. This is an impressive play. A really, really impressive play. I mean, they talk about an arm strength here. On this play, it didn't matter. He got it in there, and he hit it like the receiver didn't have to worry about anything. All he had to do was catch the ball. It's a really accurate pass. Problem was the receiver dropped it. So that was probably one of his more impressive throws on the day. On his first drive, receiver dropped the ball. I don't know if they get the field goal or they have to punt or whatever, but USC's now on the ball, at least in my notes. At the 11-minute 36-second mark, Sam Darnold here hits number 21 on an out route. Nice timing. He throws before or right as number 21 is turning around, and this allows number 21 to run for the first down. So that's an accurate pass, and he throw it on time. So good job, Sam Darnold there. Obviously, Sam Darnold has a stronger arm than Luke Falk, so he can get away with a few more reckless throws. We'll see later on. 11 minutes, 5 seconds. Good patience by Sam Darnold to let number 80, who I think is Deontay Burnett, work his post route, but he fires too high for Deontay Burnett. As Deontay Burnett, he's short. I think he's like 5'8", maybe a little bit taller, but he's not tall at all. So Darnold missed him high because he's short. No chance for him to get the ball at all. He should have put the ball out in front of him so that he could just run to the ball rather than trying to hit him. Because he is a small guy. It's hard to hit the ball, hit your small receivers down the field like that. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Sam Darnold changes the play at the line of scrimmage to a run for Ronald Jones. 9 minutes, 45 seconds. He audibles again. This time it's an RPO. Throws to Deontay Burnett, but it is high. And so Deontay Burnett catches it, but he has no opportunity to get rack yards, which is run after the catch. So there's two throws here where he's missing his shorter receiver, at least with full accuracy. One he missed, one he got, but no rack. 8 minutes, 22 seconds. He audibles. The blitz comes in free. Darnold then dodges that blitz, scrambling up the middle, past the lineman, and through another's arm tackle to get the first down. So he's a very ballsy runner. He's a very guts guy. He's gonna make some hero plays. It's funny to make hero plays. I got that from Vacho Lombardi, I think, because Sam Darnold likes to play hero ball. You can definitely see it sometimes in some of the plays he makes. So 7 minutes 51 second mark. He does his own option here. He keeps it for a touchdown. So he's already shown in his first drive that he has more mobility than Luke Falk, and he can really move and run and take some chances. So good play, good start. 7 minutes 40-second mark. Washington State's back on the ball. Luke Falk does a little swing pass to the running back. It's ahead of him, but not far enough to the sideline. So he throws the ball up the field, but and I think this is an instance where his arm strength is not as strong. The running back had to kind of let the ball, move back up to the ball while going forward, rather than being able to just run up the field and let the ball come to him. So that's the instance where his arm strength could be better. Running back had to crouch to catch the ball. So that's how you know it was so short. 6 minutes, 45-second marks. He delays the snap, Luke Falk does, because of a blitz, and then he snaps the ball. So that's a good job of recognizing the blitz. 6 minutes, 13-second mark. Luke Falk standing firm in the pocket here. He didn't find a throw he was comfortable with. So that's one of the things, that's why he waits so long. He's really waiting for a comfortable throw. Didn't find a throw he was comfortable with, so he pumps, and then he attempts to scramble here. So, I mean, it's a good job that he decided not to force the ball. 5 minutes, 39 seconds. Good job of slightly sliding left to position himself for the throw. His wide receiver was covered up, but he places it high and toward the sideline where only his wide receiver could catch it in a jump ball. That is a really smart veteran play by Luke Falk. That's how you want to throw that pass. That's how you want to throw that ball. 5 minutes, 29-second mark. Luke Falk is firm in the pocket again as he steps up and delivers an accurate pass to the wide receiver on a first down drag. He just drops it. The receiver drops it. But it wasn't a bad ball at all. Luke Falk put the ball right where it needed to be, put the ball on him. The receiver just dropped it. So Luke Falk was the victim of quite a few drops today on some accurate passes that he made. Now, Sam Darnold's back on the ball here. 4 minutes, 55 seconds. It's another RPO. So USC likes using RPOs with Sam Darnold here to number 21. I think it's a little slant route. He showed off. There's a little bit of arm strength. Like when he threw this pass, I said, ooh, nice arm. That's why I wrote in my comments. So obviously he had to put some zip on that ball. I hadn't said that about Luke Falk, so that shows you the difference there. 4 minutes, 37-second mark. Sam Darnold only read the left side of the field, although most of his wide receivers were there, so he can't fault him too much. He tries number 6 on a go route against a cover 2, I think, but it was overthrown. It was high and outside, so it was safe, but it was too safe. It's like one of the times where you're trying too hard not to mess up, and I think he threw the ball way too far outside and high, so the receiver had no chance to catch it. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. He audibles to a run, so he knows when to audible to a run. 3 minutes, 58-second mark. Sam Darnold starts left, but then he progresses right. He throws a strong ball to the right sideline toward number 21. It's incomplete though, as no one had a chance. Uh, like the way he threw the ball, it was just no way for the receiver to catch the ball. Um, he could have tried to hit number 82 in between the zone in the middle if he trusts his arm strength. I believe there was enough space for him there to fit that ball into that zone. Um, I don't know if he was necessarily didn't throw because of his arm strength, but he definitely could have tried that throw. I think it would have been a better one. 3 minutes, 42-second mark. We have Luke Falk back on the ball here. They do a wide receiver screen. 3 minutes, 5 second mark. Luke Falk hanging in the pocket on third down. Just waiting. Just hanging in the pocket. Waiting. He takes a sack here. Um, number 89 to his right was open on a little outlet pass. And number 8 had beat the cornerback on the left sideline. He was wide open. And the thing is, Luke was looking down the field, waiting on the play to develop, and he didn't trust his receiver. Had his guy beat down the field. But the thing is, I think Luke Falk, just one of those things, he didn't trust his arm strength to get it to the wide receiver before the safety got over the top of it. So I think that's why he took the sack. I believe number 89, which he just missed or he didn't think to throw to, I think he could have gotten the first down through some rack yard stuff. And so I think that's one of those times where Luke has to go ahead and say, I can't make that throw, so let me go ahead and dump it to my outlet. Let me remember my outlet. Now, back to Sam Darnold on the ball. 2 minutes, 11-second mark. It is a sloppy flea flicker. A very sloppy flea flicker here. But Sam Darnold's athleticism allowed him to run away and trash the ball. He threw it away. Problem was, it was an intentional grounding. He didn't get far enough out. And the thing is, though, he didn't have to take that play because number 82 was open behind the rushers here. It was open behind the rushers. He could just threw the ball over there, hits him. It would have been a better play. 1 minute, 30-second mark, so he has to see to get his vision better. He evades the pressure up the middle, and then he scrambles for a few yards as the zone coverage had his receivers locked up. The USC receivers couldn't get open at times versus the Washington State defense. Underrated unit there, as people were saying early in the year before they lost a game or two. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Luke Falk back on the ball. He steps up to hit number 81 up the seam. And this is a very impressive throw. Go see this. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. He throws it as soon as he sees the safety turn away from the receiver. That's good vision down the field. That's smart quarterbacking. 81 has to wait on it, though. His arm strength isn't that great. And he's not able to keep running. Maybe a touchdown if Luke Falk had been able to do that, if he had been able to let him off field a little bit more. But it was a nice touch, though. It was a nice touch on it. I was wondering, though, is it the touch or could it be just that he didn't have enough on it? Either way, he made the right read. He manipulated the safety. That is something a lot of quarterbacks struggle doing, even as they get older, especially in college. So, good play. 3 seconds left. He does a nice dump off pass to the running back. And the running back is able to keep running, so he threw it with accuracy. Now, start of the second quarter, Luke Falk throws falling back a bit because the pressure down, because of the pressure. But then, as he's throwing it, he throws it falling back to his receiver on the left sideline for the one-on-one matchup. The ball sails out of bounds. The coverage was tight, so I think he just wanted to get rid of that ball. That's how he did it. Now, Sam Darnold's back on the ball. 14 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. This is a poorly, and I repeat, poorly thrown out route by Sam Darnold. It was good timing, but it was way too far inside. Way too far inside. Not far enough to the sideline. When you throw an out route, you got to throw the ball high into the sideline. Not necessarily really, really high, but you got to high for your receiver to get it to his hands and toward the sideline where the DB has no chance to touch the ball. And it was low. So it was low and too far inside. And it was picked. And you got an interception. That's just a bad throw by Sam Darnold. So you have to work on that. Now, Luke Falk's back on the ball, 14 minutes, 1 second. He has a nice pocket as he delivers to number 17 on a drag route. It's a bit high, but not high enough for the receiver to drop it. And the receiver did drop it, though. So he was a victim of drops. It's the third one already. Should have been a catch, but his ball does need to be a little bit lower and out in front a little bit more. But the receiver had no business dropping that ball. 13 minutes, 25-second mark. Luke Falk beautifully delivers the pass to number 81. It's beautiful on a slant route for the first down. But he dropped it. So Luke Falk is out here putting the ball on the receivers, and they're dropping the ball. The ball was in front, and it was at the right level. It was right where the receiver can catch the ball in the safe place. Didn't have to go high, didn't have to go low, didn't have to fall. Could have caught the ball and kept running because it was out front. receiver dropped the ball. So Luke Falk, that's like 4 or 5 drops. I think it's 4 right there so far. 13 minutes 5 seconds. Sam Darnold's back on the ball. Shows off a little nice arm strength here on the screen pass. Now at the 11 minutes 37-second mark, this is one of those plays where it had nothing to do with the quarterback, but I just thought Ronald Jones deserves some recognition in this video. 86 yards for a touchdown on the running play. The speed on this guy, I swear, I went back and I timed it. He ran 86 yards in about 9 seconds. I mean, that's fast. This guy can move. So anyway, that's enough. This is not about Ronald Jones. This is about the quarterbacks. 11 minutes, 18-second marks. Washington State's back on the ball. 42 jumps and bats the ball, which was going to the outlet. And he actually picks it off, too, in the process, I believe. And there was nothing Luke Falk can do about it, as a guy just jumped up and picked the ball. So I won't blame that one on Luke. I would just say it's a great play by the defense. 10 minutes, 36-second mark. USC's back on the ball. Sam Darnold. He tries a back shoulder throw in the end zone. Second time already. Poorly placed. Poorly placed. It was very, very, very low. It was outside, so he threw the ball to the outside toward the sideline, but it was low. And that's still dangerous because the defensive back can still impact the ball if he can recover fast enough to the outside. The DB got 2 hands on it. So, like I said, if it's low, DB can get hands on it, can impact the ball. It should have been picked, but he dropped it. So it's another poorly placed ball by Sam Darnold. That would have been the second interception because of poor placement. Something Sam Darnold has to work on there. 9 minutes, 18-second mark. Luke Falk tries number 17 on a slant in a slot, but it was incomplete. See, I think he was trying to lead number 17 up the middle, to the middle of the field, but 17 actually went more vertical, so the ball ended up going to the side of 17 rather than on him. Also, the ball was high, so to throw over Cam Smith's head, because Cam Smith is that linebacker for USC, number 35, you have to throw it over his head too. So it was high and it was too far away because I believe they had miscommunication. 9 minutes, 12-second mark. Luke Falk delivers a safe throw down the right sideline to number 8, who got past his DB, who got by DB number 8, who I think is Iman Marshall. So Iman Marshall's getting burnt here for a step. He had a step on him, but the safety was right on top of it. So the ball was high and inside, but it ends up being a pass interference. It was almost a catch, too, so accurate throw. 9 minutes, 5-second mark. Luke Falk hangs in the pocket. So I said he's always hanging in the pocket. Always very patient in the pocket. And then hits his check down. Good job. 8 minutes, 35-second mark. He checks the play at the line of scrimmage, and he snaps it. He looks at the screen pass. He doesn't throw it, and he takes a sack. And I don't remember why he didn't throw it, but if he just didn't throw it because he was trying to do something else, it's a bad play. But if he saw something that he felt like he wasn't comfortable with, then it could have been a good play just to take the sack. But either way, he looked at the screen, didn't throw it, and took a sack. 7 minutes, 48-second marks here of the second quarter. He's patient in the pocket again. Like I said, you're going to hear me say that a lot. Then he hits number 8 across the middle for the first down. The ball was out in front, and it was accurate. He does this a lot. He can really put the ball where it needs to be. He breaks on that throw. He breaks the Pac-12 record for completions. Good job, Luke Falk. 7 minutes, 5-second mark. Nice pump fake by Falk here to get the zone moving. So he got the zone moving out of the way toward where he wanted him to be. And then he fires the ball to number 1 on either it was a corner route or a streak route. It's kind of hard to tell you about how the receiver did the route on the right sideline. It looks like cover 3 by the defense, but the ball was too high as it sails over the head. And Iman Marshall in the end zone, in the deep zone, playing deep zone of the cover 3, almost picks it off. So that's one of the bad throws by Luke Falk there. 6 minutes, 58-second mark. Luke Falk pumps again. There's a little pump fake. He does this to kind of get defenders out of his way so he can safely make the throw, even though his arm isn't that strong. And he keeps it, actually, because the read was covered up. The read he was going for was covered up, and he takes the sack. So that's actually was a good play, I think. Don't force the ball. Maybe he had somewhere else. I don't know. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. Luke Falk trying to hit number 17 on the seam route, but Cam Smith almost gets it underneath. It was really close to being impacted and maybe intercepted by Cam Smith as Luke Falk was trying to get that ball to his receiver in the seam. So he's lucky there. Let me see. Where am I now? Are they going for it on 4th and 14? I don't know. But the 6-minute, 6-second mark, yeah, 6-minute, 6-second mark of the second quarter. Sam Darnold was trying to hit his receiver, number 17. They got all these number 17s on both of these teams. In one-on-one coverage on the right sideline. He feels the pressure. He slides to his right. He moves up, but hits his H-back. He runs to his H-back while trying to throw, and this causes his ball to be affected, and it hits the ground. So he has to get his awareness up. He has to know where his people are. He has to know where the defenders are causing his people to be pushed so that he doesn't get hit into his own guys. So that's an example. He started to get giddy in this game. I saw him feel the pressure, and he started to kind of unravel a little bit. He's had his struggles this year. Nothing that's unfixable by any means, but he definitely has to work on those type of things. So on the next play, he tries to deep out / a corner route. Like I said, these receivers, their routes get lazy sometimes, to number 1, but the ball is off target. It was too far outside. It was nice velocity though, so I'd say he has the arm strength. I can tell he has the arm, but it was too far outside. 5 minutes 57 seconds left. Nice job evading the interior rush of the line from Washington State with a little shoulder movement. So he kind of like moved the shoulders a little bit to make the defender rush by. So that was good. And then he fires the ball to a curl route. Good job. Then they end up punting the ball though. So Washington State's back on the ball at the 4-minute 30-second mark. Luke Falk scans the field and then he checks. So he scans the defense. He's like, all right, let's change this play. He hangs in the pocket here when he snaps it. Once again, as I said, I'm going to say that a lot. And then he decides to scramble when his options are all covered up. So he actually scrambles sometimes. I mean, it looks like it's his last resort, but he will scramble at some point. 3 minutes, 50-second mark. Takes a long look downfield, talking about Luke Falk, obviously, and then throws an accurate swing route to the running back on outlet. So he takes a long look. He's going to make sure he's not missing anything. So that's good. He's patient in the pocket, but not so patient that he takes his back. And then he finally hits his running back, still with accuracy after waiting for a while, and leads it upfield. You know, it's good awareness of his check down. So that's a good job by Luke to say, you know what? There's nothing down the field. Let me not force it. I got a guy right here. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Great job by Luke Falk to go through his progressions rapidly from left to the middle of the field to the right while his pocket is collapsing before hitting his wide receiver on a short curl route dump-off pass. Good job. And then I said, because after this play, I got so surprised because this is Mike Leach in Washington State. I said, wait a minute. Washington State just did three. They did 3 runs in a row after that play. So Washington State's running the ball. I was like, okay, look at him go. Mike Leach never really saw it coming. 35 seconds left for the second quarter. This is a good example of Luke Falk on a wide receiver screen having touch and accuracy because the wide receiver is able to stay in motion throughout the play. Didn't have to stop at all. So go look at that play if you want to see a good screen pass. 29 seconds left. Luke Falk sees number 8, his receiver, beating DB number 25, who I believe is Jack Jones. I think he's a true sophomore this year. He beats him off the line of scrimmage immediately. So Jack Jones got beat. He got on top of him. But Jack Jones has a blatant pass interference call. He holds the jersey. Even with that, Luke Falk with great touch throws the ball to number 8 in the end zone. But 8 couldn't get there because of the PI. But if he was not interfered with, I saw the trajectory of that ball. That ball was placed perfectly. If he wasn't interfered with, that is going to be an over-the-shoulder, in the breadbasket touchdown. That I could tell from how he threw the ball and where it would have landed. That was going to be a over-the-shoulder, perfectly accurate touchdown. But the PI messed up the play there. So now we're going to start the third quarter. This is after halftime. USC's on the ball. 14 minutes, 33 seconds. Sam Darnold on a play-action pass tries to hit number 21 in a one-on-one down the right sideline to the outside. The refs missed the PI here, and he covered, and because he gets a little push off here from the receiver actually. 14 minutes 25-second mark. Just a little arm sling. I say a little arm sling. When I call it an arm sling, I'm like Sam Darnold just kind of like, oh, I see my guy. Just kind of whips the ball out there like that. And it takes a lot of arm strength to make it throw like that. It's one of those Brett Favre type plays to Deontay Burnett in a slot on the screen pass. Not much happened on the play, but just the arm strength itself was something to note. 12 minutes, 54 seconds. Washington State's back on the ball. Luke Falk checks down against his own coverage. Good job. 12 minutes, 30 second mark. Quick screen to the wide receiver. So he does a lot of his check downs and his wide receiver screens. It was a timely pass, though. So even though you're throwing a lot of screen passes, you still want to look at how the quarterback is throwing those passes. 12 minutes left. Now, Luke Falk's hanging in the pocket again. Like I said, he hangs in there. He could have stepped up sooner. He took too long to step up in the pocket here. But he hits his underneath route. 11 minutes, 19 seconds. The blitzer coming in from somewhere, it comes in free. He gets a free run at Luke Falk. He looks downfield anyway, so he's still looking down the field, so he's got toughness here. He's not afraid. And he hits number 81 on a dig route with great accuracy and touch while getting blasted by number 7. Number 7, like, just smacked him. I believe it was Marvell Tell. Yeah, it was Tell. And he threw the ball just as the wide receiver broke in on the dig route. That is how you throw a dig route. And he threw it with accuracy. The receiver was able to run and catch, even though he's getting hit. So toughness, accuracy, touch. This guy has it. 10 minutes, 27 second mark. Luke Falk puts the ball right in number 9's hands. Right in number 9's hands on a dig route. In man coverage. So this was a tough throw. His throws are beating the man coverage of the USC DBs. But the receiver dropped it. So it's like the 5th drop already. They let him down. Even though they won the game, they let him down with all these drops. 10 minutes, 20 seconds. Luke Falk progresses from left read to the second on a little seam route / corner. Like I said, you never know with these receivers' routes. On the wide receiver, he put the ball on the wide receiver, but it was a bit low. He caught it, though. First down, sliding catch. So not the best throw, but good enough. Now, 9 minutes, 15 second mark. Luke Falk stays in the pocket forever. He stays in the pocket forever. He could have scrambled here. He should have scrambled here, in my opinion. But he moves from his first to second to third read and then goes back to his third read as the wide receiver is breaking back toward him. Tight coverage, and it's incomplete. He had ample space. I say ample. I intentionally chose the word ample because it was a lot of space for him to run, and he just didn't do it. That's one of those examples where he holds on the ball way too long, and you have to just get out of there and get whatever you can. 8 minutes, 30 second mark. Pressure comes through quickly on Luke Falk, and he takes too long in moving out of the rusher's way, and that only allows him to hit his back on a check down for a loss on this play. So he should have been started moving, but he's kind of hanging there a little bit too long, and he ends up only being able to get the ball to a check down, who loses yards. If he slid left or tried to get the edge on the right sooner, he could have bought some more time. The type of guy he is, though, his eyes were downfield for the majority of that time that he was still kind of hanging out in the pocket. So that's just the type of guy he's looking, just making sure to see if his receivers are open. 8 minutes, 12 second mark. USC's back on the ball. Sam Darnold has an RPO. He hits Deontay Burnett on an out route with great touch and accuracy. So he bounced back from the really poor throw. He caught the ball and was able to turn the field. Good job. 7 minutes, 50 second mark. Sam Darnold's moving through his progressions, but the pressure from the defensive tackle makes him fling the ball out early. The tight end on the seam route / corner was the target, but the coverage was too good. I mean, the guy was all over him. Sam Darnold was just getting rid of it, I believe, by tossing the ball over his head. But the problem was, in doing that, he was falling away at the same time. That's a dangerous throwaway. 7 minutes left. Sam Darnold's trying to hit wide receiver number 6 on an out route, but the wide receiver's running a slant route. And so there's a miscommunication. They end up punting the ball. Sam Darnold did a lot of audibly pre-play here on these plays, and he did a good job reading. So I'm noticing that he can read coverage pretty well as well. It's just that the execution seems to be off. I don't know if that's mainly coaching or whether it's something with him or the youth of the receivers. Who knows? 4 minutes, 37 second mark. Wait a minute. Did they get back on the ball immediately? Oh yeah, I think Washington State's next drive, nothing really happened. So back to another Sam Darnold drive. Sam Darnold showed his arm strength in getting rid of the ball while falling away. It was an impressive ability to get rid of this ball while falling away. It's hard to throw the ball with strength while falling backwards. 4 minutes, 5 second mark. Sam Darnold made the right read and threw it on time. In the sense of waiting until the route was on top of the linebacker. Like he didn't throw it too early where it's like the linebacker could have impacted the ball. But Deontay Burnett didn't get much separation on this play. The ball was slightly overhead, and it doesn't help that Deontay Burnett is short. So if he was taller, he probably could have caught this ball. So It just didn't work out. He missed his shorter receiver one more time. And when I say Sam Darnold has arm strength, I'm not saying like he has the Matthew Stafford arm strength, but you can definitely tell the difference between him throwing the ball and Luke Falk. He definitely has enough arm strength, is what I'll say. 3 minutes 57-second mark. The pressure is getting to Sam Darnold here. Although the D line got upfield fast, all Sam Darnold had to do was just step up because his interior offensive line were doing great. He was shook. He took his eyes down from looking downfield and he tried to run away. This culminated in an awful shovel pass in the middle of the field that was ill-advised. He should have never thrown that type of pass. He should have just stepped up in the pocket and kept looking downfield. His offensive line let him down, so now he's getting scared to stay in the pocket. And that's something you can't do. 3 minutes 7-second mark. Luke Falk did. Where am I looking at? Oh, Luke Falk hits his wide open check down here for a nice gain. So he sees his check down wide open. He throws it out to him. 2 minutes 35-second mark. Luke Falk hangs well in the pocket as Rasheem Green from USC got pressured instantly. Luke Falk sheds the tackle, so it's impressive. Then tries to fit the ball in between the defensive back and the linebacker zone coverage. He throws it low and away from the DB. So that was actually really smart. But the thing is, I believe that probably was due to the pressure rather than him doing it on purpose. It might have been a good thing that he got influenced into throwing the ball like that because number 24 may have jumped the ball if it was like, out in front of the receiver. Luke Falk would have been better off by scrambling left because it was wide open. It was a lot of space there, and he had time to do it. Like when the pressure came, he could have just ran to the left, but he didn't do it because, like I said, he keeps his eyes downfield, and he's just going to stay there for a long time, sometimes to a fall. Also, number 81 was coming back to him on his route, which is on the left side. So if he had started moving left, he probably could have hit him over there. They ended up having to punt the ball. 2 minutes 16 seconds. All right, USC's back on the ball. Sam Darnold had another rollout throw to Deontay Burnett. 2 minutes left. So he did a lot of rollout throws. I also had another one. I haven't highlighted a lot of them here, but he does a lot of rollout throws. They do rollouts and they hit Deontay Burnett. 2 minutes left. He's their biggest playmaker at receiver. Sam Darnold audibles the play after reading the defense. It's an RPO here. He pulls the ball and throws the slant to Deontay Burnett. It's a good decision. Wide receiver number 6 was on the outside, had an open slant as well. I believe that would have been an even better decision. But either way, he's got easier throw. 59 seconds. Good show of athleticism by Sam Darnold on those scramble play. I wondered, though, if he could have hit number 21, who got separation on his cornerback on the right side, right as Sam Darnold was stepping up to scramble. So if he had waited just a little bit, probably could have hit the receiver. I didn't see how the receiver did downfield, whether there was a safety on top or not. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Luke Falk with a beautifully accurate pass to number 17 on a short stick route. The ball was thrown to the outside shoulder so that number 17 could catch the ball away from the defender. The linebacker had no chance to impact that throw. That's the type of throw you need. Now, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Not as many things to talk about here, but some good stuff. Bad throw on a check down by Luke Falk's number 25. So it's one of the few times his check down pass was over. The second time, Luke Falk didn't put it out far enough. Incomplete. 14 minutes, 56-second mark. Luke Falk not getting enough on the ball to number 81 on a deep out route to the left sideline. The coverage was off, so it was completed anyway, but 81 had to stop and turn back to the ball. If you have to do that on an out route, that is not a good throw. Luke Falk has to throw earlier or drive the ball out to the sideline. He has to drive it out there, but with that lack of arm strength, that last thing is hard to do. 14 minutes, 25-second mark. Luke Falk on an out route to number 6 on the right has the same problem as the previous play. The ball was late and it was behind, but the wide receiver was open, so it wasn't a problem. But if it was tight coverage or somebody was there, it could have been an issue. Only a 5-yard gain, though, as 6 had to turn around. Like I said, that's where you have a ball late and it's not outside. He had to turn around and go to his knees for the ball. So that lack of arm strength showed up there. 12 minutes, 32-second mark. Luke Falk takes time and then checks down. Nice accuracy on the check down as the running back could run up the field, no problem for a first down. 11 minutes, 55-second mark. Maybe Luke Falk's most impressive throw of the night. So The 11-minute, 55-second mark of the fourth quarter. Maybe even more impressive than that first drive throw in the back of the end zone I told you about at the beginning of the game. At least in terms of the accuracy and the touch. Accuracy and touch wise here. It was a designed running back swing route / screen play. The DB number 27 recognized it as he shed his block and ran out to cover number 32, which was the running back. Luke Falk slung it out there anyway, and so I thought, oh no, this is a bad decision. But the placement and the touch was uncanny. I don't know how many quarterbacks can do this. The ball was upfield and with touch, with the DB right under number 32. With the DB right, it was DB right under the running back. The ball was high enough to avoid the DB's arms, yet not too high for the short running back. That's really, really hard to do. The throw was the reason why this play got 2 yards. I mean, it was one of the best 2-yard plays I've ever seen. Literally one of the best 2-yard throws I have seen. Good job. This is a good overall play. I mean, some of you may see that and not be as impressed, but when I saw that, it got me. 11 minutes, 42-second mark. The chess match here between Luke Falk and the USC defense. He checks to the right play though. So good job. 10 minutes, 56 seconds. Luke Falk throws to number 1 on the slant route. Great accuracy. But it was dropped. So it's drop number 6, I believe. Wide receiver was able to keep running and catch with his hands. That's how accurate that pass was. If he had caught it, he would have been able to keep running and catch the ball with his hands. So being able to run and catch the ball out. Got to catch the ball. 10 minutes, 49-second mark. Beautifully executed out route to number 17 on 4th down. The accuracy and the timing was great. The ball was out in front of number 17. This is Luke Falk, by the way, toward the right sideline. And it has solid velocity. Like I said, when he throws his best ball, it has solid velocity. Not above average or great, but it's solid. 17 caught the ball with his hands, not too high, and it's not too low. So great accuracy. He turned it on here on this drive. The next play, they did a shovel pass for a touchdown, and that tied Luke Falk with Marcus Mariota for second most touchdown passes in Pac-12 history. Good job. 10 minutes, 14-second mark. USC is back on the ball. Sam Darnold has nobody open, so he waits, and he scrambles for a first down. 9 minutes, 55 seconds. Does a check, throws a short stick route to number 1 on the right sideline, and shows some velocity again. Look at that play. I put an exclamation mark on the velocity because he really put something on this one. But here's the issue, though. At this point, Sam Darnold is 11 of 23 for 107 yards and an interception. This is the fourth quarter. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Less than 10 minutes, maybe 9 minutes. 11 of 23 for 107 yards. 107 yards total. Less than 50%. 8 minutes, 23-second mark. Sam Darnold throws a short stick route to number 1 on the right side again. The ball was out as soon as number 1 turns around. Good job. Beats number 51 before the zone could even get there. Good job. 7 minutes, 5-second mark. Good job by Sam Darnold to locate number 1 in a one-on-one on the left sideline. He tries to throw it to that matchup, but the ball was underthrown just a bit. Still could have been completed if number 1 turned around on the left shoulder, so over this way, rather than on the right shoulder, because the ball wasn't going that way. But Sam Darnold should have thrown that ball more upfield. It would have been a guaranteed touchdown if he did. He did put it on the outside shoulder, though, so that was a good decision. It's just that the receiver turned back to the right instead of turning to the left to catch this ball on the outside shoulder, which was a little bit underthrown, so he probably had to catch it like this, kind of lean back to get it a little bit. If he had threw it upfield, he probably could have ran up and caught it. The receiver still should have turned on the right shoulder. 6 minutes, 16 seconds. It's 4th and 13. 4th and 13 here for USC. Sam Darnold's hanging in the pocket as number 51 crashes in on him. He slings the ball to number 21 across the middle, high with good velocity. Number 21 jumps and catches it with 2 guys in the area. like I said, this is Sam Darnold playing hero ball right past the first down marker. Like I said, hero ball, Ross Lombardi. Now, at the 5 minute, 48 second mark or 40 second mark, Sam Darnold has a clean pocket. He is number 21 on a corner slash street route. Like I said, I didn't know all game. All game, I didn't know what type of routes they were running. Wide open on the right sideline. The wide receiver had to wait on it, though. But, he makes it. He has to step into that throw and then throw it upfield. So when you make this type of throw, you have to step into it and then throw it upfield. So that'll increase the accuracy of that throw, or what's the word I'm looking for? The quality of that throw. But at the 5 minutes, 5 second mark, does an option, keeps it, gets a touchdown. 4 minutes, 12 second mark, Washington stays back on the ball. Good patience for Luke Falk as he waits for number 17 to come open across the middle. At the 2 minute, 7 second mark, so they really ran a lot of clock off. They put this game away. I was impressed. One of the few times where he makes the right decision to scramble out left. All this time, he had the decision after decision, opportunity after opportunity to do it. He finally done it. He should have even left on this one a second sooner, but at least he did it. They ran a lot of clock off. USC now is going to have to score and try to pull ahead at this point. So it's 1 minute 34 seconds left. Sam Darnold sees the blitz and tries to run away, holds the ball loosely, and gets strip sacked. He was too shook. He was too afraid. The pressure had gotten to him to see number 21 open on a drag route underneath, right in front of him. At worst, that would have been an incompletion. And the day's was that he may have even been trying to toss it away, which is an even worse play than if he had just got strip sacked. So just a bad day for Sam Darnold, and he did not have a good day. And but there's some quality. So basically, overall, what I've seen from Luke Falk and Sam Darnold, they got the victory here, Washington State. Luke Falk, although he does not have a really, really strong arm, he has a lot of poise in the pocket. He's very patient and waiting on letting his routes develop. He can read the progressions of his receiver's route really well. He can go through his reads really well. And he has great accuracy and touch, some of the best I've seen over the last few years from any quarterback, regardless of their physical tools. So Luke Falk, he has a pretty good package. He honestly probably could have been a guaranteed first-round pick if he had a strong arm. But that's such a life. Not everybody gets to Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, those type of arms. Not everybody gets those. But if he had been able to have that type of arm strength, he probably would have been recruited by Alabama, USC, Michigan, everybody, because they would have been wanting to get him. A guy with that type of talent, throwing the ball with touch and accuracy, and poise in the pocket and patience with a big arm, yeah, he would have been recruited by everybody. But because his arm wasn't that big, he ends up Washington State. But he knows how to maximize his talents and throw the ball everywhere it needs to be. So I don't know what to expect from him in the future. But if I was an NFL team, I would take a chance on him. Maybe not a first-round pick, maybe not even a second-round pick. Depends. You never know when he might slip off the board. But I would bring him in, and I would see what we can do with him. Now, with Sam Darnold, he obviously has some physical tools. He's athletic. He's big. He has, I would say, above average arm strength. He can sling the ball. He can make hero plays. I think he's really good at galvanizing his team and getting them to rally under him. But the thing is, he's not as poised in the pocket. He doesn't always have good accuracy because of. It's kind of hard to say the reason why, because there's times where he does what I think he doesn't do, and there's times where he doesn't do what I think he can do. Like those out routes or some of those places where he should have thrown the ball up the field. Some of that is probably mechanical things. He does have a weird throwing motion. A lot of people try to overlook that, but that does impact the way you throw the ball. So some of it is mechanical. Some of it is decision making, and he just really needs to get more poise. So you see Sam Darnold, who will probably end up getting drafted higher than Luke Falk anyway because of his physical tools. But based on where they are right now, I think Luke Falk is ahead of him in terms of being able to have more success earlier. But but probably not over the long haul because of the difference in physical talent. But Luke Falk definitely has the head of a quarterback, head and poise of a quarterback. So that's it. That's my analysis of the two teams, of the two quarterbacks. Which one do you like better? I'm really a big fan of Luke Falk. I love when quarterbacks can hit the ball with accuracy and timing and touch. Oh man, it's something beautiful to see. I really like Luke Falk. Not to say I don't like Sam Darnold. I mean, he's a cool guy. I mean, yeah, he has some physical tools and he brought a lot of energy to USC that they haven't had in a while. So that's good to see overall. I think college football is better when USC is more energized. But right now, I like Luke Falk better. I mean, well, at that time anyway. I don't know what's been going on with these two teams since then. They both had a little ups and downs, but USC still winning for the most part. They can still get to the Pac-12 championship, I believe, as long as they don't lose anymore. So there you go. What do you guys think?